I turned on the camera, sat down, and started talking from my heart, and then I actually looked at the camera and realized I wasn't recording. So what did I say in the beginning? I was exclaiming how good it feels. Whew, deep sigh to have a quiet house. And then I did this little jingle where I went, "It's a baby-free night for me." Something like that. But basically, I was just kind of, as I am now, what am I even saying? I am home alone with just the dog, and it feels really good to have a quiet moment for myself. I find that I get really overstimulated. I used to get really overstimulated, but now that there's a whole new human being within my space and in my life that I am responsible for, I get even more overstimulated than usual. And I'm self-regulating. I have a sticker for that. I have found myself today feeling on the edge of having an issue with managing overstimulation. So I'm happy to say that I have the night for myself. It's currently 7:09, Sunday, January 26th. I'm currently feeling energized, and I am curious to see where this energy goes tonight. I have no rhyme or reason as to what I'm about to do with my time here. I'm just gonna go with the flow to the best of my ability. And I'm gonna keep this camera rolling so I can look back and see what I've done and share it with y'all and see what you think. We went to the zoo yesterday. I want to put that in here. I'm sucking my teeth a lot, I'm sorry. We went to the zoo yesterday. We took our son for the first time, and it was a really, really good day. Though we were scared that it was going to be freezing cold because we had freezing cold temperatures earlier in the week. We saw snow flurries. You can't see it in the camera, but it's snowing in Florida. Thankfully, it was a beautiful, sunny, warm day, and my son really enjoyed it, and it was just all around a good time. So yesterday was really good, but it was also exhausting, right? Because we're outside, we were walking for about 4 hours, you know, walking around, seeing the exhibits, and it was really exciting and a lot of fun, and I enjoyed watching him watch the animals. What do you think? He's looking at you. I'm thinking about that and reminiscing about that now, but I know that it was exhausting, and so I'm kind of getting that like residual sleepiness tonight. But again, thankful that I have some time for myself to just be. Why do I say so much? I'm like super conscious of that right now, and it's bothering me. Anyways, I'm gonna stop yapping, and I'm just gonna do what I was doing before I started this camera. Bad Bunny stuck in my head. Me and my son were dancing to it earlier in the playroom, and we were just dancing. And by we, I mean I was just dancing, and he was just with me along for the ride. Oh my God, it was so much fun. It was so much fun. And there was a point in time where I just looked at him laughing and closing his eyes and kind of just swaying with my movements around the room. And it was the most beautiful, most pure, like, image of joy. And I get that a lot from him. I see that a lot in him. And I have fun just moving my body. And today it just felt like what needed to happen. And we were dancing together and he was giggling and smiling and just kind of enjoying the experience. And I looked at him and I just boo-hoo cried. I just started crying and holding him and dancing and crying because it was just so beautiful. It was just so stinking beautiful. He's so freaking cute. I did his hair today also. And it was just a really beautiful moment. And so I think my brain is kind of replaying that. I'm replaying that. And I've been reminiscing on Puerto Rico and really wanting to make my way back there. But that's where my brain is right now as we speak too. As I try to set up for these pictures. Oh, we're doing it. Okay, so first of all, now 8 o'clock on the dot, which is like perfect timing because I feel like I'm finished filming myself and taking pictures of me wearing these earrings because I don't know, there's only so much of that I can take. There's only so much of posing and getting the right shot and making sure it's focused that I can take before I'm sick of it, and I just am gonna use what I have. And the fact that it's following smack dab on 8 o'clock, I really like. I am about to switch gears and continue working on these Valentine's Day earrings. My back is killing me. I was thinking about the feeling, like the internal feeling of truly knowing that you are doing what you're supposed to be doing and you are in moments where you are supposed to be. Like just that feeling that things are in order and things are right. There's like this feeling of assuredness that the time in which I'm currently existing, even though it's not necessarily easy or ideal or pleasant or all of those things, it's still where I'm supposed to be. It feels comfortable in a way. It feels all right to be here right now. I don't necessarily feel rushed to be doing anything or to be going anywhere or to be reaching any goals. I don't feel rushed. I feel like where I am currently in this moment is where I'm supposed to be in order to get to where I want to go. I don't feel like I've taken any missteps. I don't feel like I'm behind. I don't feel like I'm ahead. I don't feel like I'm missing anything. I don't feel like this isn't going to work. I don't feel doubtful of myself. I feel like this is where I'm supposed to be and this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm doing like the choices that I'm making on a day-to-day basis, and the steps that I'm taking on my path forward are the correct steps, or are safe steps, or like my feet are in boots that fit me, and I've got proper hiking socks on, I've got all the proper attire, I've got all the things that I could possibly need in case of emergency, in case of, you know, need to rest, or in case of need to stop and consider what I'm doing and where I'm going on this walk. I feel it just feels right. And that kind of came up in my mind specifically when it comes to me as a woman and me as a mother now. And I just think back to me being a child, me being a young girl, and like thinking about being a mom. And I remember, like, you know, stuffing pillows or stuffing baby dolls or whatever in my shirt and pretending that I'm pregnant, pretending that I'm giving birth. Like, it sounds kind of weird, but like I was a kid that was thinking about these things, and it was like there was an internal knowing all along that one day I would be a mom. And one of the first, like, strongest feelings that I felt upon getting pregnant and going through my pregnancy and upon giving birth and now raising this child is that this is the feeling that I always longed for, and this is the feeling that I always imagined. This is the experience, to some degree, what I always imagined. And I just feel like I'm a really good mom. I feel proud of myself. I feel like I'm doing a really good job. I feel proud of myself, and I feel like everything is kind of set in a time and place and pace that it's supposed to be. And I wanted to say that, and I wanted to be able to listen to that back and process that a little bit further now, and, you know, later once I come back and watch this and edit this, it's like, this is what I'm thinking now, and I wonder what I'm gonna think of these thoughts later. But I just feel assured. I feel like my frontal lobe has developed. I felt my frontal lobe develop at 25. Like, legitimately, overtly felt my brain kick into gear in a different way when I turned 25. And then between 25 and 28, before I got pregnant, it was like, okay, turning gears, oiling up gears, turning on that frontal lobe, you know, updating the mechanisms and getting it ready for real life. And then boom, find out I'm pregnant, go through pregnancy, have the baby, and it's like those front gears, those frontal lobe gears are running, working, turning. And the art is the oil that's keeping things smoothly running. I'm over here doing the mechanical stuff. I'm a mechanic now. I'm over here turning wrenches in my brain, oiling gears, replacing gaskets, you know, changing out sensors, updating the coding of the computer. Man, I'm doing it all. My brain has updated into motherhood. All right, I've got 2 coats. I've got the little stars and I've got 2 coats on the edges of these earrings. It is 905, which is not on the dot, but those are my favorite numbers, 9 and 5. I was born September 5th, 1995. My son was born at 9:15. I'm gonna call this done for now. I'm feeling like I want to go see if I can find The Crow, because I want to watch that because it has FKA Twigs and I was just listening to her album and I want to see the connections of her life during the time in which she was inspired to make this album, because yeah, that's where I'm at.